I think about what could be different if I was into this NOFAP journey or a semi-meditation journey for 13 or 14 years. So I have been here for 3 years, and then so many spheres of my life have changed. But imagine that you are 18, you are 20, in earlier 20s, you are full of energy, and then you are deciding to go for semi-retention and giving up on adult movies. I just don't want to name them. And you stop watching them, and then you stop masturbation as well, and then you try to look for another pleasure or another kind of dopamine, the health with dopamine in different spheres of your life. So let's say that I did not start it in 2 or 3 years ago, but I started it 8-10 years ago. What would change and how it would shape my life? I would believe with the same effect on you as well. So first of all, I think if I started earlier, it would be much easier for me to go to gym and then do things that are improving my body balance and then posture and then the physical strength. I would at least go to the gym, at least be into some kind of martial arts, which I'm currently doing right now, and I would have more energy to do things during a day without losing any kind of energy that is vital for me to function. Because when you're on semi-retention, when you are on NOFAP journey, your energy is almost limitless, that you don't feel like you're tired because you have a source of energy in your body. So that would be the first effect of having NOFAP early years of my life, that I could have a stronger body and then stronger physique, and then also would be into martial arts, any kind of martial art, at least for 5 or 6 years, which is totally enough for me to handle any kind of street fight situation or to handle any kind of tough situation that I could face during the last 10 years, which I have also faced a few times, which I believe would be much easier for me if I've been into martial arts or any kind of things like that. Second thing would change for me if I was in NOFAP, that my financial situation would be much more different than what it is right now. Until I started NOFAP or semi-retention journey, I did not have money as much as I had during my semi-retention journey. And in that time also, my body or my mind began to shift from worker to business ideas. So since I started semi-retention journey, I am constantly thinking about the business ideas. What can I do? What can I invest? How can I change my financial status? And then it really pushes me forward to do something rather than go for a work and then come back home and then do the same thing, repetition for almost 15, 20, 50 years of my life. Rather, I think deeply about my financial situation. So if I did semi-retention for 10 years, let's say if I started semi-retention in my early 20s or in my 18, when I was 18, that would be totally different for me financially, and then I would be really richer than this now. How I know it? Because I started semi-retention 3 years ago, and during these 3 years, my financial stability have risen too high. Let's say I've never had $10,000 in my hand before, but during my semi-retention I had at least $10,000 in my hand, and then I used, of course, via the thanks card. Another thing would change would be like a career path. When you are on semi-retention or the NOFAP journey, your focus is stronger than usual. You can focus on the things and you can study, you can learn things easier than when you are not on semi-retention. So let's say that if I started 10 years ago, I would focus on one certain things and develop myself into this career and then get better and better and better during the last 10 years, instead of being all over and then trying to find a place for myself to fit or studying different subjects. In the end, I don't think that there. I studied humanities at the university and did my master's degrees, but I don't think that it would be as useful as just learning one programming language, one coding, and which would give me a lot of options all over the world, working anywhere I want. So I would start studying computer and then this kind of subjects, IT subject, information technologies, and I would make myself proficient in one of the field, and which would make me a lot of money, at the same time career stability. So let's imagine that 10 years in NOFAP, and then you have focus and you have learning capacity bigger than you have when you are not on NOFAP, and then you are studying, you are trying to develop yourself, and you are changing your career by investing time, by investing effort into what you learn, and then making it your life changer. Another thing would change would be like it's being on NoFap or summer retention, let's say, completely stops you from being idle person. When you are on NoFap summer retention, your body wants to create something and you want to be creative all day. From the day that you start a day until at the end of the day, you are looking for something that you can do that can help you. But on other days, let's say that you are not on your NoFap and you're just indulging yourself in kind of adult movies and porn and things like that, you are just trying to spend your time by playing video games or being idle or smoking, just numbing yourself for during a day, not doing something specific, not doing something creative. So being on semi-retention or NoFap makes you more disciplined person, and by this way also you are disciplined about your time management, your expenditure, your relationship with people, your day scheduling, getting up, sleeping well, and then everything is changing accordingly.